What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Design to Ride, and I am really excited for this episode because this one is just a little bit different and it's right up my alley when it comes to surfboards. This is something I would love to have in my quiver, and today we are talking about the Panda Surfboards Shiitake. This is a longer Twinzer fish, which we'll talk a little bit more about the fin design later, so let's get into it. Blake Peters out of Costa Mesa, California, has been shaping all kinds of different alternative equipment for a very long time. He makes incredible high performance surfboards, but what he's done with the crew up in Newport is help kind of guide them down a path towards riding and ripping on more alternative boards. And that's why riding something like a Shiitake has become so popular. He's got this really cool cult-like following. I've had a few of his boards in my day, and they absolutely shred. The Shiitake was built for surfers who love rail surfing. They want to go fast. They want to generate as much speed as possible. They want it to be easy to get into waves. That's why this is a 6'6" with a wide point forward, but still having fairly pinched rails so that when you get up to speed, you can really lay it down. It's got a similar feel to me to my Zen 4 that I ride and that I've ridden at the point breaks in Chile in big barrels. It's got a fairly flat rocker profile, but as you can see, it's not the flattest board in the world. So when the waves do get a little bit steeper, say you're surfing like pumping river jetties, bigger closed out oceanside, a board like this could actually serve you really well if you can adapt your surfing style to it. This board does have a generous double concave going through it, leading into this Twinzer fin setup, which one of the cool things about Twinzers and the theory behind them is that when you run the twin fin set with the tiny little side bites here, it's going to clean up some of the water as it gets funneled through the back of the board and allow you to generate way more speed and give you just a little hint of extra bite when you're really laying it down. A board like this excels in, I think, really good drawn out point breaks. It can obviously perform well at a beach break, but somewhere like Trestles, somewhere like Barra in Mexico, Salina Cruz, all those sand bottom points where you're just driving down the line doing big carves, this is gonna be really great for that. I would 1,000,000% take this with me to South America, back to some of those points that I was surfing. And one of the cooler concepts behind a board like this is that for someone like me, it works great, but if you're a bigger dude and you wanna still surf and you wanna rip, this is a good option for you because it's got a lot of the characteristics that you would find in like a bigger high performance shortboard, but without some of those compromises that you have to make when you blow up a model like that. It's a little bit more friendly. It's got plenty of foam for you to paddle and catch all these waves, and you're gonna have fun on this board. This is something you can take out and just know that you're gonna have a good time. Ideally, a surfer looking to ride a board like this is going to be intermediate, advanced, expert, and above. If you're kind of on the lower end of that intermediate scale and you're newer to surfing, it won't be as forgiving as something like Surf Ride's Flow Egg, but it can work for you. It's got enough length and enough volume to where it's not gonna completely make it impossible for you to get waves. And if you're in that intermediate range, I actually would highly recommend riding a board like this because what oftentimes happens is as you're progressing through surfing, you'll start getting influenced by the boards that you ride. Once you make it off of your soft top and you've been riding some sort of egg, or even if you've been forcing yourself to ride a shortboard, you're gonna develop certain habits that are going to affect your style. And style is one of the most important parts of surfing because good style stems from good technique. And if you don't have good technique, you won't really have that great of style. And a board like this forces you to have good style because you're gonna look at the waves differently, you're gonna generate speed differently, and you're just gonna overall surf differently. My surfing changed dramatically when I started riding boards like this for the better, because now I'm not trying to Huntington hop into everything, enjoy surfing more because there's a little bit less pressure than you would feel if you were riding like a super high performance thruster. We've got a few of these in our Oceanside or Solana Beach shop. This board is 6'6", 20.5", and 2 3/4 inches thick. If you're in the market and you're a bigger dude, or you just want a board that's gonna allow your surfing to kind of progress and be a little bit more drawn out, and a little bit more in control, come check one of these things out. I highly recommend it. Blake makes incredible surfboards. If you've ridden one of these, or you've ridden something like it, or you know a little bit about Twinzers, throw it in the comments down below. We'd love to hear from you. And don't forget to say what's up. You see me in the water. We'll see you in the next one.